Not anymore, it was on the mic. Right. Keep that out of the way. Right, so we're going to do the fish keeping confessions, aren't we? One and all, the fish keeping confessions. Get to the responses. We did Amanda's confession earlier on tonight, where we heard about her promiscuous confession. This one, as always, the Fish Keeping Confession is a judgment-free place where we will judge you on whether or not we absolve you of your fish-keeping sin. I will start a poll saying absolve, yes or no. Wait until you hear what the confession is before you make your decision. We're not shaming anyone, we're just having a bit of fun. Hopefully learning something. Let's see how we get on. This one is from Anonymous. So, as always, I ask 3 questions. How should we refer to you? What is your confession? And did you learn anything? So this one has been submitted by Anonymous in the last week. What is your fish keeping confession? I told my wife I bought a second and third fish tank because I was depressed and the hobby was one of the only things that was keeping me going. The other one being her. This worked out fantastically as now I need only to say, that doesn't make sense. I'll start that again. This has worked out fantastically as now I only need to say I'm thinking of buying a new tank and she initiates sexy time. Oh dear. I'll try that again. This has worked out fantastically as now I only need to say I'm thinking of buying a new tank and she initiates sexy time straight away to avoid me buying another tank. I feel like I've unlocked some kind of secret to life. Oh, Anonymous, you have unlocked a secret to life. So my next question is, looking back, did you learn anything? Is there a lesson? Anonymous says, I don't want to question the morality. I have several fish tanks and a loving wife. I have won at life. And do you seek absolution for your fish keeping sins? Anonymous says, I regret nothing. So, I mean, I don't think there's a lesson to learn from this one, if I'm quite honest. I'm interested in the backstory though. How did we get to the point of... There must have been a point where... Where'd that fish come from? I was feeling a bit down. Oh, and you just bought yourself a fish tank. Well, it's the only thing that keeps me going. Oh, it's the only thing. And you, my love. How... Hey, several different forms and the poll. I think this one's a bit cut and dry. Anonymous, you've done well. Oh dear, that made me laugh. We have had another one though. Shall we see if we can sneak in another one? Or should we do the quiz and finish? We'll do the quiz and we'll finish with the other one. So well done, Anonymous. It came from the dead colleague. Oh, I am loving this feature. These are great. Dear, that made me laugh. Right, so a bit of admin. This is still the same game you know and love, Answer Smash. We're going to be smashing answers. Let me get it up so as we can all get ready and get prepared, because it might take some time. Oh dear, that made me laugh. Answer Smash 8. Here is the link to Answer Smash. So you're going to be asked to join a team. So we're going to make it a little bit... You're playing for yourself and you're also playing for a team. And it's UK and Europe versus the rest of the world. So we're pitting us against our American cousins. Or Brazilian or Portuguese or wherever you're from. You can join whatever team you want. Just thought it'd be an extra dynamic in there. So you're not going to get eliminated at any point. You're just going to get points for answering correctly. Same format. The only thing I've changed other than that is it's no longer the question part of the question is the first answer and the image is the second. It could be either, so I've mixed it up a little bit. I've just realised I've also cocked that up. Give me a minute. Okay. What about Brexit? Well, they're still European in geographical terms, yes. Okay. Is everyone get that? I'm going to leave it a couple of minutes to give people a chance. To ask any questions or say, it's not working for me, Graham. Whoa. You don't have to say it like that. You can say it perfectly normally if you want to. Some partners may say, do you want to horse around? So I'm thinking of a fish tank as just the mating call. I mean, it's got to get to that eventually, where if the guy's feeling a little bit horny, surely all he has to say is, I think I might buy a new fish tank. That'd be awesome. I think he, and it's 100% that he's a dude. Oh dear. I think he's had to have that same conversation about buying new fish 3 times and realise it's never got a response and noticed the pattern of fun. Ah, indeed. Ah. Well, we've got some fighting talk. Boots and Cat says, get ready to be answer smashed, Europe. I kind of want to play as well, rather than just be the quizmaster. This would be awesome. We have 18 players. Can I see the teams? I wonder if I can see the teams. I can see the teams. Oh, and it's even we've got 9 players in each team as well. This is working out perfectly. So we can't even have the Americans going, oh, there was more Europeans, that's why we lost. Because I'm sure that's what you would do. But you inevitably... No, I'm not biased. I'm the fair one. It's on. Right, I think we are on. Are we ready, everybody? Just in case there's somebody waiting for me to scan the scanny thing. Here is said scanny thing. I best move my coupon out of the way. There is the scanny thing for those of you that need to scan said scanny thing. No free answer for the first one either, so play properly. So your question is, between Saturday and Monday, and that, whatever that is. I feel like I should move myself out of the way a wee bit so you can see the pictures. Between Saturday and Monday, and that. And remember, the picture might be first, the text might be first. Sorry. I'll let the timer finish before I take the piss out of you. Americans be like, Lawn Saturday. So, the answers we've got so far. The answers are, it's a picture of grass, and the question was between Saturday and Monday. So what comes between Saturday and Monday? Sunday, and that's grass. Grass Sunday. Remembering that one answer smashes into the other. So the last letter, couple of letters of one clue will be the first letter or couple of letters of the next clue. So it's grass Sunday is the correct answer. Cut the grass. No. Sunday, that's half an answer, no points. Oh, words then picture. No, we changed it. It could be anything this week. I've been leading up to this for weeks to say it could be either that will be first from now on. Now that we're all professors, the one that made me laugh the most was Wednesday. My head's covering it, but just Wednesday. I don't know. Just going to put Wednesday. Sungrasses, yeah, that's a good one. Sunday lilies, I'm not sure where you get that from. Touch grass, wheatgrass, no. So the correct answer was grass Sunday. So, just average Dan, 81 points. That was fast typing. Well done there. I'm not sure how we see the team's points, but the team points at the moment is the rest of the world has 256, Europe has 262. So Europe just in the lead as we move into question number 2. According to the expression, what is mightier than the sword? Yes, we're timed now, so the faster you answer, the more points you get if you're correct. So remember, you're smashing 2 answers, the answer to the question and the image that you see. Smash those 2 things together to make one word. It might not be a gunvelope, I quite like.
Clocking in and out is so easy, from your operations to your training to your rostering. We were kind of doing everything on WhatsApp. It's just not that simple. Within Connect Team, there was just nothing falling through the cracks. If someone had to call in sick, there was nothing missed. The clocking just really saved a lot of questioning, paperwork, and manual processes. How would
The answer I was looking for is, according to the expression, what is mightier than the sword? It's pen, and that's an envelope. But it works both ways. It could be penvelope or envelopen. So I have given you, if you've gone for envelopen and penvelope, I've given you both. But I was looking for, penvelope. So notelet, no clue, sorry. Wardrope, envelope. If you just put an N on the end of that, I'd have given you it. Gunvelope was one of my favourites, but it was envelope. Mysterious Error 4 takes the lead. Europeans be like penvelope. Yeah, Mandy, you don't need to capitalize your crossovers. I just do that. I do it for you. Right, question number 3. European country famous for beer, sausages, and starting wars. And that thing. It's the game set up so you can narrow down where Mysterious Error 404 is. I do want to get them. I do want to figure it out. I could go all like specifically design a game just for Error 404. This one, that is a tiger, and a country famous for beer, sausage, and starting wars is Germany. Tiger me. Germ Tig. Tiger Man, Tiger Bread, Germany. All close, but no cigar. The correct answer was Tig, Germany. Zenny takes the lead. Era 404 mysteriously in second place, and Lauren in the top 3 on the individual standings. But if we have a look at the team standings, Europe is currently on 1,229 points. Well, the rest of the world, I mean, they've got the whole rest of the world, only have 996 points. And I've got to say, we've now got 22 players. Europe only has 10 players, and the rest of the world have 12 players. And they've only got 996. Come on, guys. Pick it up a bit. Question number 4. Purplish pink colour with the hex code FF00FF, sometimes called fuchsia, and that thing. Keep making up different teams that would form a Venn diagram to find them. I know. So next week it'll be men versus women. Then it'll be age groups, and then we could dial it down, I guess, on the locations. But then we're relying on Error 404, to be honest, and pick the right team. A purplish pink colour with the hex code FF00FF, sometimes called fuchsia. And that thing. What is it? Mega tank. It's a magenta tank. A magenta and tank. Magentank. Not a mauve tank, although that's close. But it's not an answer smash. Fuchsia tank. No, magenta tank. Magentank. Zenny still in first place, ahead of Lauren, who's moved up to second, or he might have already been in second. Stevie P in third place. Fuchsia tank. No, magenta tank. Magentank. The team sports. Europe is on 1,447. The rest of the world 1,274. Question number 5. Beluga, sperm, hump are some types. And that thing. That thing. Beluga, sperm, humpback, blue. Oh, that's a good wrong answer. I'm going to give you that. Well, deep state listening. Beluga, sperm, humpback, and blue are all types of whale, and that is an Alexa. Although, someone also put whale echo, because it's technically an echo. Alexa lives inside the echo device. So I've given you echo. But Whalexa is the correct answer. Alexa, how many spaces are acceptable in an answer smash? 0. That's the amount of points you get for that answer. Zenny retains top spot. What's that done for the team scores? Well, we're getting closer. Europe's on 1782 and the rest of the world are on 1666. Oh, they're not getting closer. They're getting further away. Sorry. Come on, Americans. Pull your finger out. Question number 6. An occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life and with opportunities for progress, and that fish. So it's not just the fish, it's the type of fish. Looks like a speaker. It is a speaker. Very specific type of speaker. Oh. I mean, there's some... It's not right, but it's good, but it's not right answers on this one. An occupation undertaken for a significant person of a person's life with opportunities for progress is an Oscar. I really have lost the ability to speak. Is a career, obviously, and that is an Oscar, so it's Oscareer. Oscar retired, I like it, but no. Jobscar, I like it, but no. Oscareria, I mean, that's not career spelt wrong, is it? That's just bad. Prostitutio Oscar. Chocolate Carrera chiclets. No. The correct answer was Oscareer. Well done, 8 people. Error 404 to the top 3 with Stevie P and Zenny McG. And your... Oh, Europe took a bit of a battering on that one. The rest of the world are on 2,103 points. Europe are on 1,877. Come on, Europe. You need to get together. Spiritual Reefer says, I wonder who the one person that didn't know what that freshwater fish was. I'll include a marine fish in the next one, or a coral or something. Question number 7. A shallow glass or plastic dish used to culture microorganisms. And that thing. Yeah, come on, Harry. We need to pull it out here. You're letting Team Europe down if you don't know what an Oscar is. Ugh. Or are people specifically signing up for the American team and answering everything badly? I don't think that would work. A shallow glass or plastic dish used to culture microorganisms. And that thing. Belly button, I like. But no. Tripod and dish. I mean, it is an answer smash. But the word dish was in that. I was actually looking for Petri and tripod. Pit tripod. Pit tripod. So I'm not going to give you tripod dish, even though that is an answer smash. It's good, but it's not right. Oh. Americans are all at the top of the table. What's going on? One Team Europe and... Europe's on 2280, rest of the world on 2489. Question number 8. Hogwarts attending child wizard named Harry blank, and that thing. I like it when people are obviously just panicking, going, "Oh, whatever word, later." Hogwarts attending child wizard named Harry what? And what is that? Hogwarts attending child wizard named Harry Potter. And that is a Zippo. A Zippo lighter, indeed. But it is a Zippo, so I was looking for Zipotter. So if a couple of people only put in one T in Potter, I've given you it, that's fine. You're in the 6. Harry Potter is just Harry Potter. Flame Potter? No smashing. Remember, there has to be a smash. Zippo, oh my god. No. It is Zipotter. So Zenny's kind of running away with it tonight. 627 points. Lauren, that's what we like to see. European up into second place. Oh, sorry, I'm not being very good at not being biased. And Aero 404. Don't know where they're from. That's not a Zippo, it's a Zippo style. Styles. Close enough. People got it. Stop complaining. What's that done to the teams? Super close. Europe is on 2537. The rest of the world is on 2569. It's only a few points in it. Only Americans call it Zippos. We call them Zippos as well, Lee. Well, that specific type of lighter we would call a Zippo. Yeah. Question 9. Root vegetable with many layers. And that thing. So I think I've mixed in a few easy ones, a few difficult ones, and just messed them around rather than trying to make it progressive. Just not making it an eliminator might make people be a bit more interested for everything. Acknowledge for the win, indeed. Root vegetable with many layers, and that big putty cat. That's 2 putty cats we've had. It was a lion and an onion making lion. Now someone has typed lion and onion. I feel like this is now week 8. I can't be giving away non-smashed answers. That's just lion and onion. You haven't smashed lion into onion at all. You've got them in the right order. I'll give you that. But you've neglected one of the key principles of answer smash, which is the smash part of the answer. So I'm not going to give you that one. Sorry. The correct answer is lionion. Zenny careering away into the lead. Lauren holding firm in second place. After 9 questions, the team rankings are Team Europe, 3,154. Rest of the world, 3,102. Europe has taken a 52-point lead going into the final question. It couldn't be any closer. I'll just to prove to you all that's what's happening. So Europe 3154. Rest of the world 3102. Rest of the world has 12 players. Europe only has 10 players. I mean, come on, you just a bit lackadaisical. Right. Question number 10, the final question. Let's see who's going to be the conqueror tonight. Question 10. Why is it not showing question 10? There you go. A purposeful, often violent, physical conflict or struggle between opposing parties ranging from hand-to-hand engagement to war. And that thing. There's a lot of reading to go on in there, sorry. A purposeful, violent, physical conflict or struggle between opposing parties ranging from hand-to-hand combat to war. Hand-to-hand engagements to war. Oh, some of you is so close. Slow readers letting the team down. I know, I hadn't planned for dyslexic accessibility of my question there. So, live answers. Purposeful, often violent physical conflict is a combat, and that is a battery. So, combattery is what I was looking for. Battle, it's not a smash. March, arge. It's good, but it's not right, as they say. Battery, battlery, no, fisticuffs charge, and fight charge. All good answers, but not the right one. The correct one I was looking for was combattery. Which means, at the end of the trivia game, your winning players are, in third place, Just Average Dan, and 612 points in second place. Lauren, reversing the fortunes of the main quiz, and your winner tonight, in first place, Sarah McGinger, 723 points. But, as you all want to know, who won the team version of the game? Oh, why does that not work? Europe with 3,293 points, just pipped the rest of the world with 3,232 points. There's like 61 points in it. Whew. That was an epic battle. Well done to team rest of the world. But nah, we beat you. Sorry. That's terrible of me. Well done to everyone who played. What do we think? Is that a keeper? Do you like that format? Should we try that again with possibly with the same teams or with maybe with some new teams? But congratulations, Team Europe. You did well tonight. Didn't let the side down. And that's all we can ask for. Can we see where everyone's from? Can we see where everyone's from? I wonder. Oh, yes, we can. So we can see how everyone did as well. Hang on. So if we have a look at that. So Team Europe this week was made up from the top performer in Team Europe was Lauren. 672 points. Dan with 612. The G's, Strabo, Spiritual Reefer, Lee, Mal, Lemoy, Den, even though you only scored 58 points, they were crucial. And D, who was there. And the rest of the world was made up of Zenny, Stevie P, Error 404. So we know Error 404 is not from the UK or Europe. I should probably write that down. They're going to think I'm some kind of stalker. Hang on, Error 404. I'm going to say US based. Unless they've done that on purpose. Scat, Applegal, Elaine, Craig Rutherford, and Brian says Rehome Graham, all scoring points for Team US or Team not UK. Yeah, you had 4 players that didn't score points, whereas we only had 1 player that didn't score points. So I guess that's what made up the difference. But well done, everybody. Hulk Smash, Delicious, NQ. Oh, you had 2 people, the same person. And neither of them scored points. Huh, unlucky. Error 404 were after you. Next week we all pick a state in the USA and then we can all be in a state. And oh, right, okay, yeah, we could try that. Better than the eliminated. Good, I liked it. I just thought introducing a bit of a team game. It's a little bit of a different dynamic, which I thought would be quite good. Maybe you can have more than one team as well. We can have multiple teams, so we could have lots of things. We could even try a team version of the main quiz as well, because it doesn't hurt the quiz. You just play as if you're playing anyway, and then we can do the teams on top. So, feedback always welcome. Jump onto the Discord and let me know what you think. If you've got any other ideas or anything you'd like to try or any suggestions, we can all try those. Rutherford says, my brain is hurting. I can't grasp the concept. So, there's 2 questions in every question. A text version and a picture version. They will both give you an answer. Those answers have to be smashed. The last few letters of one of the answers is the first few letters of the next answer. Smash. If you haven't got it by week 8, you're probably not going to get it, and just have fun playing along. That's all I can say. I think we had one more confession, didn't we? Somebody said they had another confession. Let's see. Yes, there is indeed one more confession. Right. Final confession for the evening. I do this all the time in case I want to clip these for shorts, but this is the Fish Keeping Confession booth where you can let me know your confessions and we as a community can judge you nicely as to whether or not we think you deserve absolution. I'm going to start a poll to say absolve or not. Listen to the... That's going to say a word that's kind of like absolve, because I can't spell. Listen to the confession before you make your decision, but I ask you some questions and give you a chance to be anonymous or not, but this one is not from an anonymous person. This is from NQkeepingFishEasy. First question is, what is your fish keeping confession? They said, my mum would give me money for lunch at school, but I saved it up, so when I got to the fish shop, I had like $100.
Oh, my balls.
I was trying to be all serious there, and then we got all my balls in the middle of it. Thank you. Thank you, whoever that was. We'll try that again. Edit this out, Editor Graham. My mum would give me money for lunch at school, but I saved it up, so when I got to the fish shop, I had like $100 to spend. And she asked me where I got the money from, and I said I found it, and a week later she found out. How much money are you getting for your school lunch? That's the entirety of the confession. So NQ Keeping Fish Easy has saved up the lunch money to spend at the fish shop. Looking back, did you learn anything? She makes me pack my lunchbox now, but the money I find I spend at the fish shop. Do you seek absolution? Please absolve me. So they do want absolution. That's barely a confession in Q. That's almost really nice and cute of saving up your money.
Oh, my balls.
Oh, my balls. I was trying to have a nice moment there. Oh, my balls. But thank you. It's a really nice thing to do, saving up your money. That's what I used to do that when I was at school. If I got lunch money, I'd save it up and spend it on something else, and I would beg, borrow, and steal something for lunch, or I would just take stuff from home and make my own lunches. And yeah, my kids do it now. When I give them money for lunch, they never spend it on lunch. So please absolve me. I think that should be absolved. Your mum probably wanted you to spend it on food. If you are suffering from some kind of eating disorder, then this has got serious very fast. It's not to be absolved. I think this is fairly 50-50. You've not done a horrible thing. You haven't profited from the death of a colleague. You haven't used your sexual wiles to elicit free fish or corals. What was the other one we had tonight? Forget what the last one was, but you know. Lauren with the £5 super chat. Thank you very much. Great stream tonight. Here's to the new improved Mega Tank. Thank you. And Dan just to say, oh my balls. Thank you very much. Aquarium Delirium says, I'm saying no absolution as he let the world down twice. Applegal says, they saved the money. A good lesson in saving is a good thing indeed. Mandy says, and yet this is the one that is 50-50 on the absolution. It is as well. 56 people saying yes, 44 people saying no. Why are you saying no? People that are saying no, why are you saying no? Dan says, I save my money to buy sweets and sell them at school to make more. My son does that as well. He had quite the little enterprise going where he was selling like 3D prints and buying big massive bags of sweets and selling them off piecemeal to everybody at school. Applegal says, I remember getting a toonie for lunch. What's a toonie? That's a word I'm not familiar with. Can't get much for it now. I was on free school dinner, so I made do with a fish finger in a cup. When I was at school, I'm just thinking about this. I can't remember if I was on free school dinners or not. I don't think I was. I might have been at primary school. I think we might have just got free school dinners. But in high school, I don't even know if there was a canteen. When I was in high school, this might be a Glasgow thing. We had 2 vans that came into the playground at high school. I'm really trying to think if there was an actual cafeteria. I just don't think there was. So we had 2 vans, and they were like ice cream vans, kind of thing. And one of them was a proper ice cream van. So I don't know if you get them in the rest of the world. If you don't know what an ice cream van is, but they would come in and they would just sell sweets, ice creams, all that kind of stuff. But you could also buy single cigarettes at a school. So, and I think it was like 20p for a cigarette. Literally in the middle of the playground in school, you could buy singles. And the other van was like a food van, and they sold bridies, which are like a Scottish version of a pasty, maybe, and Scotch pies. Exclusively. That was it. You could get a bridie, you could get a Scotch pie, you could get a bridie in a roll, you could get a Scotch pie in a roll. I would have got off my mum and dad. But yeah, I can't offhand think of, and I wasn't like, I think we had one more confession, didn't we? Somebody said they had another confession. Let's see. Yes, there is indeed one more confession. Right. Weird to me now, thinking back. Right. we're going to end the poll now. He has been absolved. Well done. You have been absolved. You haven't done a huge and terrible thing. If anything, you've learned the value of money and saving. So it's all good. We said no because they kind of stopped, because you kind of stopped at the first sentence and it seemed like that was it. You just took the fish money. Manipulating your girlfriend for favors, that's totally cool, but saving your money straight. It is a bit like that, isn't it? Even the person that said that was like, I don't know if this is morally all right, but I love it. Oh no, that was the other one, wasn't it? Yeah. Where he's not manipulating his wife, he was just benefiting. It's a $2 coin with a picture of a loon on it. Oh, a toonie. Okay, that makes sense. Using the death of a colleague. Flirting for a discount. Lying to your nan. Saving money off your mum. No. Oh dear. Did I miss the quiz? No, Error 404, you didn't. I like your tactic there, Mal. That's nice. We got a bun and milk in primary school, and secondary you bought your own. Yeah. I remember kids selling cigarettes at school and never bought. Yeah, I remember that as well. That definitely happened. Nowadays it's prime and a vape for lunch. Rutherford went to the fish auction. Oh my god, spent an absolute fortune. Came home with 30 shrimp, 15 fish, and 12 plants. Bidding on everything like a man possessed. That's what we like. You should come to our auction as well then. Right, we've made it. We've made it to the end. Only one working light. Although I think I've had enough super chats to purchase a new light. I've enjoyed it, people. I think it's been fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed the new quiz format. I like the confessions. Keep them coming. If you're in any fishy Discords, fishy Facebook groups, fishy whatevers, share the confessions link. I'd like to hear more of these. I do like being surprised by them. It's really funny. Solution. I'm going to start a poll to say absolve or not. Listen to the... That's going to say a word that's kind of like absolve, because I can't spell. Listen to the confession before you make your decision. But I ask you some questions and give you a chance to be anonymous or not, but this one is not from an anonymous person. This is from NQkeepingFishEasy. First question is, what is your fish keeping confession? They said, my mum would give me money for lunch at school, but I saved it up, so when I got to the fish shop, I had like $100.
Oh, my balls.
I was trying to be all serious there, and then we got all my balls in the middle of it. Thank you. Thank you, whoever that was. We'll try that again. Edit this out, editor Graham. My mum would give me money for lunch at school, but I saved it up, so when I got to the fish shop, I had like $100 to spend. And she asked me where I got the money from, and I said I found it. And a week later, she found out. How much money are you getting for your school lunch? That's the entirety of the confession. So NQ Keeping Fish Easy has saved up the lunch money to spend at the fish shop. Looking back, did you learn anything? She makes me pack my lunchbox now, but the money I find, I spend at the fish shop. Do you seek absolution? Please absolve me. So they do want absolution. That's barely a confession, NQ. That's almost really nice and cute of saving up your money.
Oh, my balls.
Oh, my balls. I was trying to have a nice moment there. Oh, my balls. But thank you. It's a really nice thing to do, saving up your money. That's what I used to do that when I was at school. If I got lunch money, I'd save it up and spend it on something else, and I would beg, borrow and steal something for lunch, or I would just take stuff from home and make my own lunches and Yeah, my kids do it now when I give them money for lunch. They never spend it on lunch. So, please absolve me. I think that should be absolved. Your mum probably wanted you to spend it on food. If you are suffering from some kind of eating disorder, then this has got serious very fast. It's not to be absolved. I think this is fairly 50-50. You've not done a horrible thing. You haven't profited from the death of a colleague. You haven't used your sexual wiles to elicit free fish or corals. What was the other one we had tonight? Forget what the last one was, but you know. Lauren with the £5 super chat. Thank you very much. Great stream tonight. Here's to the new improved mega tank. Thank you. And Dan, just to say, oh my balls. Thank you very much. Aquarium Delirium says, I'm saying no absolution as he let the world down twice. Haven't used your sexual wiles to elicit free fish or corals. Lauren with the £5 super chat. Thank you very much. Great stream tonight. Here's to the new improved mega tank. Thank you. And Dan, just to say, oh my balls. Thank you very much. Aquarium Delirium says, I'm saying no absolution as he let the world down twice. Applegal says, they saved the money. A good lesson in saving is a good thing indeed. Mandy says, and yet this is the one that is 50-50 on the absolution. It is as well. 56 people saying yes, 44 people saying no. Why are you saying no? People that are saying no, why are you saying no? Dan says, I save my money to buy sweets and sell them at school to make more money. My son does that as well. He had quite the little enterprise going where he was selling like 3D prints and buying big massive bags of sweets and selling them off piecemeal to everybody at school. Applegal says, I remember getting a toonie for lunch. What's a toonie? That's a word I'm not familiar with. Can't get much for it now. Being surprised by them. It's really funny. Yeah, I think we're done for the... Oh no, I meant to tell you about my mega tank that I haven't told you about. So, very quickly. I mean, it's not hugely amazing. My plan, in as much as it is the main thing I was struggling with is what I'm going to do with all the fish, because I can't keep them all together in one tank because Brian's a dickhead. So, I have been testing the ice bath thing I was using as a temporary tank with some goldfish that I've been running for just over a week in that, and they're all fine. So I don't think it's a leaching problem, or if it was a leaching problem, it's now leached and it's fine. So I think I've got that to use